It's going to be another perfect day at the Aristo Condo Surin Beach. 3 swimming pools, 3 styles. Aristo Condo Surin Beach, in Thai modern style, also provides a gym, library, multi-purpose room, and 180-degree sea views. Prices start from 2.49 million baht. Have another perfect day with the new Aristo Condo Surin Beach. Find out more at thearistocondo.com.
Welcome to Phuket News TV today. This is the AMCHAM meeting for November, and we're speaking to you from the Outrigger Resort and Spa at Laguna. And this is a meeting today from AMCHAM all about marine tourism. Clearly it's a hot issue on the island and a big issue leading into the future, as it seems that the planning is not really sustainable, dragging in all the tourists onto the island but really no plan to cope with what that influx of tourism does to tourism and the impact on the environment. So let's start by speaking to some of the main protagonists at today's meeting.
How about a break in the beautiful city Chiang Mai? You could win 2 tickets to the Northern Cultural Capital of Thailand, including 5 nights, courtesy of Bangkok Airways, the Imperial Mae Ping Hotel and the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Chiang Mai. Valued at over 50,000 baht, this prize could be yours, and all you have to do is keep tuned in to your favourite radio station. It starts at the end of October, only on Live 89.5.
And speaking to Bill Barnett from C9 Hotel Works. Bill, marine tourism, it seems like the first and the main topic you'd ever talk about when it comes to Phuket.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, people are coming to Phuket are coming to a beach destination. Over 5.8 million people a year come to the airport, and one thing that's drawing them certainly here is the marine environment. So certainly, how important is that?
Now, what's the main issue when it comes to the beaches? I mean, is it the jet skis? Is it the dolphins? Is it the beach lounges?
It's not one thing, because again, I think today, we've had enough certainly of the lounges, but we're talking about the marine preservation. What's happening on the water? A great deal. Phuket's the size of Singapore at the end of the day, but there's a lot of water out there. So what's happening in terms of diving? What's happening in terms of yachting? These are also main indicators not only for the tourism industry here, but also for property. People who buy big villas here also have yachts and other things. So what's sustainable? I think it's interesting today. We've got the Gecko School coming here as well. And it's going to be kids, the next generation.
Who's organising, though, the marine tourism? Clearly the green movement here on the island is having a say, but they're not the ones who really make the decisions. How do you get the decisions moving forward?
You've got to start someplace, and it's forums like this where we're trying to start again. You can sit back and you can say, you can comment on it, or you can start to do something about it. It's bringing public attention. It's trying to get the ear of the officials as well, and trying to get the ideas across. That's how you start.
Bill, thanks for talking to us.
Great, thanks so much.
Get this started. Let's get started.
Natasha, thanks very much for putting all this together. You've done a fantastic job, and certainly some great publicity too. What is the main challenge for marine tourism here in Phuket?
I think at the moment the main challenge is capacity building. There's a lack of management and there's a lack of education and training, and I think that's where we're having the most challenges. We need to retain better quality talent in order to actually work in our marine industry, in the yachting industry, and also in the scuba diving industry, as well as manage some of our most popular tourist attractions, including Phang Nga, and also including our dive sites, our reefs.
So we keep on dragging the tourists onto the island, but really no sustainable plan to cope with them.
That's absolutely correct, and I think all of the panel members here today have already told me that their big concern is capacity management, tourist management.
I think one of the problems that I can see is that there are sort of the big headline issues like the jet skis and like the dolphinarium and stuff like that, which tends to take away from the bigger picture. How do you get that across to not only the people that live here, but the tourists when they visit?
I think education is key. I know it's easy to say such a sweeping statement, but it really does have to come from It has to come from the government, obviously, but if the private sector are all on the same page and can help that transition happen or even fund that transition, then I think we're onto a winning streak. We need to educate people in Phuket, not just tourists, but we need to educate the people that are working in all the hotels. We need to also instill an air of transparency. I think at the moment, hotels in particular, they're very scared of, for example, creating booklets to warn tourists about beach safety. It seems very simple to me to do that, but a lot of the owners see that as a real negative. But it's more negative to have tourists drowning.
Yes, nothing negative about saving lives.
No.
If I could make you the governor for the day, what is the one thing that you would try and change on the island?
I would change the way that we treat our animals on the island, really. I know that everybody says, oh, but you should be more concerned about humans. I am concerned about humans, but humans do have a voice. The animals don't have a voice. So I think I would work very, very hard to educate people into how we can treat animals with a little bit more respect and kindness.
Thanks for putting all this together, and congratulations on your great work.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for attending.
Let's get started.
Vicky, you're doing such a great job telling people about the issue about the dolphinarium. This has really been a big issue with you. How are we going with that particular issue?
So I just got back from Taiji, so I'm trying to actually catch up myself on what's happened. Before I left, I'd been talking to Dr. Conkit at the PMBC, and he said that they hadn't passed the requirements to go ahead. He said maybe they might be allowed to have 2 dolphins in there, but he said the way it was looking, there was absolutely no chance that they were going to allow this dolphinarium to open. So they've given them a list of credentials that they need to meet, and I don't know. We're just hoping. The plan is that Rick and I want to do is we want to try to confiscate the dolphins get the government to confiscate the dolphins from the owners so that we have control over them, because otherwise we don't know what's going to happen to these 5 dolphins that are coming from Taiji.
When it comes to marine tourism on the island, I mean, where does the dolphinarium rank in the importance?
I think, considering that most of our tourists are coming from China and Russia, I think it's going to be pretty high up there, if I'm perfectly honest. So it has to not be an option, really. I mean, we saw wild dolphins here in Phuket recently, so there's no need, for it. Yeah, we're up against a big wall, I think.
Vicky, well done on all your good work, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Talk to you later. Thank you.
Congratulations to the organisers of this event. So important to address things like marine tourism. It's so critical for the island's future. But the one thing that's missing, if I could make just one small comment, is that there's no Thai officials here. There's no people who are actually the decision makers. It's great for expats to get together and people who live here and make their comments and generate their feelings, but where are the people that make the decisions? We really need them to be involved in meetings like this in the future.
Safety, I still don't understand why.
So a vital meeting and a great opportunity to get all these really clever people together to discuss the issue of marine tourism here on the island. Thanks for joining us here at AMCHAM on Phuket News TV.
Come and join Phuket's finest health club. Meet with like-minded individuals who want to improve their health, happiness, strength and self-esteem. Club members also enjoy social club parties, the world's best fitness equipment and internationally qualified staff. RPM Health Club, where you belong.
Get this started.